Good afternoon. This is Tina Lorraine, your purpose-driven life coach. And I was just sitting here kind of thinking today, I got up a little later than I usually do. My alarm usually goes off at 5. And I do my daily alignment, which is usually meditation. And then by 6:30, I'm usually at the park running. And today I just was really, really exhausted. So the alarm went off, but I didn't. I turned it off and I just laid there. And even though I was exhausted, there was still some underlying reason why I just felt uncomfortable. So eventually, I got myself together and I did my whole meditation and I put on, an exercise video instead of going to the park. And so that kind of sparked a light bulb in my head because I started to, I was analyzing the reason why I was feeling, kind of low beyond the exhaustion. I knew why the exhaustion was there, but there was other reasons. I was feeling kind of like, yeah. So I just wanted to say, when your heart's not in something, discipline is a great, great thing. Discipline gets us out of the bed in the morning, gets us to work, helps us to maintain a job. Discipline helps us to maintain our weight, our relationships and whatnot. It's a really great thing. But sometimes with discipline, it can, when you get into the routine of something, it could really just take the joy out of it. Somewhere along the line, and let me use myself as an example, I was wondering, just a couple months ago, or a month ago, I was so joyous about my exercise routine. I was doing challenges, I was in dance class, I was going to the park. I felt accountable. I felt, disciplined. I was happy about it and everything. And then somewhere in there, I became, this last challenge I did, because I was on the third challenge, and I only got to like day 24 or 5, and it's like a 30-day. And then I kind of fell off from the challenge. I didn't stop exercising, but I fell off from the challenge. And before I even fell off from the challenge, I wasn't really feeling it anymore. It was more of a struggle. Then I just fell off from that, and I kept going, doing my normal exercise routine. But my heart wasn't really in it. I was just doing it out of discipline because of my daily alignment that I have. And so I shared that to say that sometimes, we don't have our heart into things. It just leaves. The joy leaves out of the things that brought us joy before. And when that happens, you should analyze why, because you don't want your life to become just like an automaton. You just get up like a robot and you do whatever, and you find no joy or fulfillment in anything. Discipline is great, but you still have to have joy. And so I just kind of analyzed why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And after I started doing my little kickboxing routine, because I like kickboxing, I had just realized that I hadn't been doing kickboxing. I hadn't been, taking my dance classes. Well, and that was due more to scheduling conflicts. But the things that brought me joy before, I just kind of let fall out of my life concerning my exercise routine. And so after I got through kickboxing, I just started, I usually do my toning and my weights. And so I just put on music and started dancing. And my joy just increased and it increased, and I got happier and my body felt better and I didn't feel as exhausted. And then I started to also, another thing about analyzing why your heart is not into something is also look at whether or not you're being challenged. Because believe it or not, we excel with challenges. Now, I'm not just talking about exercise challenges. What is it in your routine that isn't challenging you? And because I'm just using the exercise as an example, I had to really look at the fact of what I wasn't doing to bring me joy anymore was those things, like I said, the kickboxing, the dance. The variety is really what it is. I had a variety of exercises, and then I was doing them at different times. It just wasn't the morning. It was, some classes were at night. Sometimes I did it in the afternoon. It was the variety. And then I had to analyze whether or not I was being challenged anymore. What the challenges did for me was they pushed me beyond what I would normally do. Because, we get into these routines with our bodies and or with anything, and we get comfortable in it, and we don't think, hey, I should have, I should do more in this area. So I had to look at what are the, in this case, because I'm talking about exercise, what are some of the things that I need to be concentrating on? Some of my problem spots. Am I doing more sit-ups? Am I doing more push-ups? What could I incorporate to challenge me more? What could I incorporate to make me more creative? Because believe it or not, creativity sparks us. It excites us because we were born to create. So I just wanted to share that because I want you to really, if you're feeling like, your heart isn't into whatever it is, your job, your kids, your life in general, then sit down and analyze the why. Why are you feeling that way? And then as you analyze it, start to create those things that will bring you joy. Because you don't want to go through life without joy. It's no fun, as you well know. Be creative, add joy, challenge yourself, okay? I want you to do that. I want you to look at one thing in your life that you should just say, my heart is not in this, Tina. It just really isn't. And then I want you to just sit down and look at why it's not joyful to you anymore, and what you can do to make it joyful, and what you can do to challenge yourself, okay? So that is your purpose today. If you don't have anything else to do, you do that. All right, this is Tina Lorraine, your purpose-driven life coach, signing off. Be purposeful and choose life. Love you guys. Bye.